VVM's exam this year. And very soon we will be watching a live video and live streaming of the entire event. So, once again, good morning to everyone, and I hope everybody is safe at home. I welcome all to to this panel discussion on VVM's National Science Talent Search app-based exam. At the onset, let me introduce myself. Hello, I am Mrs. Vinita Biju, and I will be speaking on behalf of Mrs. Revati Raju, the Director of Sanskriti School, Hyderabad. Like every other school associated with VVM, our Sanskriti students also appreciated and enjoyed the exams which they took the year gone by and are looking forward to what VVM has to offer this year too. A little brief, as we know, VVM has promoted science among students of grade 6 to 11, and its contribution in the field of science, especially propagating our country's contribution to the world of science and technology, is commendable. As we know, the exams which are conducted by the VVM are well structured and really work at churning out the best of the minds in with a scientific attitude. We would like to take a moment to applaud all the work done by this brilliant organization, and we assure our continuing support to their endeavors. So, today we have here with us many eminent personalities whom I'll be introducing in the course of our discussion, who are here to enlighten us about how VVM plans to conduct the exam this year using the online platform. So I start out with our um, first eminent personality, Mr. Jayant Sahasrabuddhi. Sahasrabuddhi sir was born and brought up in Mumbai city. He has completed his graduation from Mumbai University and he worked with Baba Atomic Research Center as a scientist for a short time. Now, because of the RSS philosophy and ideology, he considered his services are more important for a social cause than any other. So he left home as a full-time pravachak and served as Shaka Pramukh to Pracharak of Goa before he was given the responsibility of National Organizing Secretary of Vignan Bharati. He is a great philosopher, speaker, and a learned personality and an asset of Vignan Bharati. So I invite Sir to speak about Vignan Bharati and its signature project, Vidyarthi Vignan Manthan. Good morning, sir, and welcome. And please let us know your thoughts and ideas about this year's Vignan VVM's plan.
Okay, so at the beginning, I extend my greetings to all of you, all the viewers of this program. Uh, as you have mentioned that Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan is one of the major and unique activities of Vigyana Bharati. Just I would like to explain what Vigyan Bharati is, and then in the light of that, we'll be able to understand uniqueness of Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan. Vigyan Bharati was initiated by Dr. K.I. Vasu, who was a scientist at Indian Institute of Science at Bangalore. And he started this entire activity of Vigyan Bharati as a Swadeshi science movement. That is a national science movement with Swadeshi spirit. So he thought of inculcating Swadeshi spirit in the domain of science and technology. We know that to even for individuals' progress, self-respect and self-confidence is very much essential, and that can be extended to society and country also. So, what we have understood in this post-independence period is that we are lacking something that is called as self and self-respect, especially in the domain of science and technology. To take care of this, to remove this shortcoming which is there in our science and technology domain, this movement of science in our country was started with this Swadeshi spirit. So Vigyan Bharati always thinks of inculcating Swadeshi spirit in the domain of science and technology, means all scientists, all science lovers, young minds who are interested in taking up science in their lifetime. So this is what Vigyan Bharati means. So Vigyan Bharati has initiated several activities in this light, in this philosophical framework. So there are many activities which we take up to promote this ideology. So how we will be able to inculcate or create Swadeshi spirit in the minds of scientists of our country. So for children, we have started this activity keeping this in mind that our young minds, they do not know anything about glorious Indian scientific heritage. And as they do not know anything about it, that creates a sense of inferiority about their own country in their mind. We need to remove this sense of inferiority about their own society and country. They should know what Indians have done and contributed in the domain of science and technology in our past. And we know that, as Einstein used to say, we owe to Indians they because they have taught us how to count. This just reflects a fact that Europeans, the Western people, they were not knowing scientifically how to count. So that was the condition of these people in Western hemisphere of this world. So Einstein straight away very clearly states this that we owe a lot to Indians because they have taught us how to count. And he adds to this comment and he says further that without this, this great development of science would not have been possible. So, in such a manner, we can understand the great contribution of India in the development of modern science also. So, we are trying to sensitize our young minds about this great heritage of science of our country through Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan. So, one of the basic objectives of Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan is to create confidence in our young minds about our own country, because we know that without the advancement of science and technology, no development will occur. So, to have progress and prosperity, that confidence is required in young minds because ultimately they are going to shape our future. So, keeping this thing in mind, we have initiated this activity or program of Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan. And now, initially, we were having this exam with pen and paper, but in last 3 years, we have switched over to digital devices, and through digital devices, we are conducting this exam. And one more thing I would like to add over here is because of this activity, Vigyan Bharati has reached different countries in the world where Indians are there in good numbers, especially in Gulf countries where we have very impressive number of Indians over there. There also we are conducting this exam. Just to give a glance of it, I would like to mention 2 years ago in United Arab Emirates, where our entire Indian population out of 22 lakhs is only around 10 12 lakhs. but we could get participation of 35,000 Indian students in this exam. So that is the scale of this entire activity outside India also. So this is in brief about this activity.
Okay, that is so great. Thank you so much, sir. In fact, it's really good to know that we are making a mark internationally also. And the fact that our name and the fact that our students will know more about our Indian scientists and the contribution that we are making here is really, really good. And we really appreciate all the effort that is being made from VVM's side to spread this kind of. Thank you so much, sir. Is there anything else that you would like to add?
No, not exactly at this point of time. My two colleagues are also there, so we can move on in this discussion.
Sorry. Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening us. And once again, I would like to invite our next guest, that is Dr. Arvind Ranade. So, Dr. Arvind Ranade is a scientist working for astronomy and space science communication and popularization in Vigyan Prasad, Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. He did his PhD in astronomical spectroscopy from the Inter-University Center of Astronomy and Astrophysics, Pune. He has contributed through research papers and research projects. He is actively involved in writing popular articles and scientific columns in print media and also contributes as a subject expert in various electronic media. He is involved in the publications and production of audio and video programs on astronomy in Vigyan Prasad. He has conducted more than 250 teacher training programs, workshops, and conferences for developing scientific attitude. He's been honored with the Leela Bai Pitkar Award for the first rank in the Department of Space Sciences of University of Pune in the year 2000. Not only that, he has also been awarded with the Acharya Shri by Vipin Joshi Foundation of Istari, Madhya Pradesh in September 2013 and Erida Vigyan Puraskar by Educational Research and Development Academy of Latur, Maharashtra in December 2017. He represented India in the international conference in Poland, Colombia, and Qatar. He was the coordinator for the first National Science Film Festival and competition conducted by Vigyan Prasad. He also coordinated the largest practical science lesson event of breaking the Guinness Book of World Record by conducting chemistry practicals by 2,000 students during the Indian International Science Festival in 2015. And presently, he looks after the network of science clubs, VIPNet program of Vigyan Prasad. He is the national of National Science Talent Search Examination, Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan. He is a life member of the Astronomical Society of India, the Meteorological Society of India, and the Indian Science Congress Association. With that introduction, I invite Dr. Ranade to speak about the salient features of VVM 2021. The floor is all yours, Dr. Ranade.
Thank you. Namaskar, Vinita ji. I will just start with the thread where Jayanji has specifically emphasized on the various aspects about the various initiatives of Vigyana Bharati. And in fact, one of the prime program which we focus on the school-going children, especially from the class 6 to class 11, wherein the Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan comes in picture. It has always been said that the wealth of a country is being identified by the talent as well as the progress of country is based on the development of science and technology in the country. And when we look at those aspects, it is very essential that all our youngster, all our young generation, it's been well acquainted, informed, and no, have aware about the developments in science and technology. But while doing that, what is more important for any citizen of any country is to understand, is to know where do my country stands, especially in the field of science and technology. And to my knowledge and information, in India, I think Vigyana Bharati is an only organization who has really thought of this as one of the Swadeshi science, movement, wherein imbibing the values and the contribution that our Indian scientists have made, and that, of course, not just for the development of a country, but as in a humanity. If we look from the contribution from the point of view of an ancient period, right from the Aryabhatta, then Varahamihira, to the present time of like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, then we realize that these luminaries have not only contributed just to advancement of a science in per se, but the contribution that they have put forth has actually helped in upbringing of an human values. So this is something that Vigyan Bharati has realized, and to have those in some way or the other, this National Science Talent Search is one of the platform through which we have thought of having such kind of kind of a platform through which we will give the information to our youngsters to have a pride of our contribution, right from the ancient to the modern period. And in fact, perhaps being all citizen and the movement, I think this is the most viable and the right kind of an initiative taken by us. I mean, of course, with the help of the the senior members of Vigyana Bharati. And it is always true that when we take such kind of a challenge to take the science to the people in the very different fashion, we always try to look for what we say the equal-minded organizations and institution in the country. So having a collaboration with Vigyan Prasar, which is the prime institution for science communication and popularization in the country, is very obvious. And we all are aware that in the present scenario, the basic curriculum development of a country like India is being done by the NCERT, wherein the textbooks are being made. And it is essential that those authorities are with us to acknowledge what the spirit of science that we are trying to bring to the youngster. So with this kind of initial collaborations and all, we started to take up Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan in a national level. Of course, when we try to do that, we have taken consideration of each and every aspect of a child when he is studying in the school. So as I said, like one of the objective is to inform and learn about the Indian contribution to science. But in the process, what is more important for anyone is to understand what if I study the science and if I do contribution in science, it's not only my personal identity is going to be known. It's not my only personal career is to be developed, but in the process of doing that, it is I'm going to serve for my society. I'm going to serve for my countrymen, and that is where, while doing that process, what is important to understand the contribution by which how I can be a different in the process of developing the science and technology for my country. And that's the reason Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan has come up with the various objectives, which we call it as a silent feature. Is number one, as we say, it is a national science talent search. We are identifying such talent who is very keen science knowledge seekers, and when doing that, who is well informed about the heritage of our country, those who have contributed and make a pride to the students that yes, my nation is apex in which not only I'm going to be the person, but those who have left out the legacy for me to continue. So that is another point which we have tried to, and that's why every year we focus on one or two of the Indian scientists who have really contributed in the field of science. So as of today, if I have to say, the journey that Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan as of today has been come for, we all our children have learned about the contribution by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, Dr. Jagdish Chandra Basu, Janaki Ammal, Vikram Sarabhai, then Dr. Homi Bhabha, And of course, this year also we are coming up with the real contribution in the field of Indian almanac system. That is Venkatesh Bapuji Ketkar, which is you hardly will realize that these people have gone, given give importance, especially in the era where their contribution is enormous. Let me just to emphasize one fact about Dr. Shri Venkatesh Bapuji Ketkar, the man who actually would say predicted the place of an Pluto well before the discovery of an Pluto was come into the picture in 1930. And he was the one who, not only that, who has actually given the point of reference for Indian almanac system. And with the Ketaki Panchanga, he has, helped the various, I would say the Indians kind of a country with the different Panchanga system to have a starting point which has a direct correlation with the science that we understand for any kind of a development of an almanac system. So these are all the two important aspects that we considered this year. And of course, other than that, we always consider that this platform should be a platform for showing their creativity, their innovative spirit, leadership qualities in the science. And that's why any child who is going to get registered for Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan is going to get an opportunity not only to learn about the science, but to show what the talent that he has, especially in the field of other aspect of the science as well. And of course, one of the mega science experiment where our Dr. Prashant Kodgireji will speak about is something that we have added to this as a value addition to the Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan, which will come as an complementary kind of an a process where they can be part of a mega science experiment. So these are all the few objectives that we have put forward in Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan, and we are very, very optimistic that this is something that children and the parents will be looking for. And in fact, we consider this Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan will be coming up in a bigger way where all youngsters are going to show their talent and get a pride of our legacy that we have, especially in the field of science and technology. So I will just stop with this as an objective and silent feature of Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan for 2020-21.
Thank you, Dr. Arvind. There are certain questions coming your way, so if you don't mind what do you think is the best feature that will be the newest thing that will come this year for VVM? If you could just let us know.
Thank you, Vinitaji, for asking this question. Let me tell you, we all are passing through a very serious time, especially in the COVID-19 pandemic. And by and large, most of our education system in the country has come on to the electronic platform. But I am very happy to mention that Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan coming on the electronic platform is not at all new to us. We are perhaps the first kind of an organization and collaborative institutions who has started this electronic platform evaluation method through the digital devices. So, and this is the one which we consider that even with this COVID-19 situation, Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan is something which has not been hampered and not has gone into any kind of a serious problems. And this digital devices mechanism is still in the place. And as we all are aware now, the schools are not having the gathering in the schools and all. So this year, the biggest modification that we have done is we have now going for the open book examination. In fact, we also consider that we are the first organization doing it as an open book examination in the school level, wherein the children are going to give the examination from their home. And of course, giving the examination from the home, there is some evaluation pattern which is slightly being changed with the consideration that the children are going to give the exam from their home. So we consider that this is one of the big new modification that we have done. And one of the good part is that we have a wonderful academic team has taken care of how to conduct this examination through the digital devices in the form of an application, what we call as an app-based exam. And we are very much confident about it because last year we have conducted this Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan absolutely 100+ and flawless. So this is something we will go with this Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan in 2019-20 as well.
Okay, sir. And like considering the magnitude of this event, when do you start with the preparation for BVM? Like, who is helping in conducting such a large exercise? Who will be in association with you for this?
Yeah, thank you, Vinitaji. This also gives me an opportunity to just tell you the parivar or the family of a Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan is. Now, as the Jayantaji mentioned that it is a science movement, and of course, when we look at as a movement, then there is obvious there will be a contribution by the all volunteers across the country. So, with the help of Vijnana Bharati's different prant and the state unit, we have got more than 150 karyakartas working across the country. And since our registration is open, and this year's registration, I mean, I would say the opening of with the launching of Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan has happened to Honorable Minister for Science and Technology, Dr. Harshvardhan, on the 1st of August. And since then, our registration process is open on our website, that is vvm.org.in. And all these karyakartas across the country are the I would say the extended kind of an support who is helping to reach to the each and every part of our country, and these are all absolutely voluntarily. They are going to the each and almost every houses where the potential students are looking for their opportunity of Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan. Apart from that, we have got a academic team which is consists of all the I would say the pioneers and good academicians, right from the IITs, ICERs, NICERs, then in fact the state and the central schools who have been part and parcel of developing the what we call it as an examination paper in the various platform, including the science olympiads, then the state board exam and all. So that whole team is led by Dr. Brajesh Pandey, who is the our controller of examination, and wonderfully they have gone through the various aspect of developing the question paper. In fact, other than that, we have a core committee who continuously think about how to take this and how to think how better that we can do. So there are 10 members in our core committee. We have got organizational committee who always look for think about seriously how to take these things to the people. And with your platform also, I would like to request all those viewers to please come forward and realize the potential of Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan, not only for their career, but to have a knowledge system wherein they will know about India's legacy in the science and technology. So this is the huge kind of a family. If I have to say in one word, it's about 500 people who are together, and with the leadership of Vijnana Bharati, we all are working for the cause of our nation, and we are trying our level best. And of course, today Prashantji is also here. He is the one who is looking after the mega science experiment which we have planned for year 2021.
Sir, just one more question your way, and if you could just let us know the schedule and the duration of this mega nationwide experiment, that would also be quite helpful for us right now.
I think as far as the mega science experiment is concerned, I think when Prashantji is here, because he will be speaking about that in a very, I would say, with a proper authority as well. But I could say, as you have asked this question, I can say that the registration is open from 1st of August 2020, and the registration will be, there till 30th of September 2020. Then after 1st of October to 15th of October, the registration will be there, but with some little kind of a late fee structure that we have defined. And after that, we will go for the mock examination, and in which the students are going to be trained for how to get go for this examination when it is going to be live and the final examination. And our examination has two options. One is on the working day and another is on the holiday. So 29th of November is a one day where they can opt for, or 30th of November is the another day wherein they can go for the examination. And as per the schedule, our results will be announced somewhere in the middle of the December. And in the month of January or around mid of February, we will conduct the state level camp who are with the identified students of top 20 rankers in each class. And of course, the culmination of every year's Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan happens through the national camp, which generally we conduct in the month of May. And that is where we look forward. By that time, we will be in a position to conduct the national camp of Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan. So this is the small timeline just I emphasized. And what I said, in fact, more than what I have said is already available on our website. So I urge all the viewers, please visit our vvm.org.in and do register for the potential students who can show their talent for nation as well.
Sir, and any particular criteria or anything that we need to know about the exam process that you would like to share with us, please?
I can only say that there is no prerequisite as such. Any child who is studying in class 6 to 11 is eligible to take part in this Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan. And only thing is that, and in fact, let me add you one more facet about this, that perhaps this is the only examination wherein your mother tongue examination or mother tongue is also possible. That means we are conducting this examination other than Hindi and English in about 9 different regional languages. You consider it as Bengali, yes. We have Tamil, yes. We have Marathi, yes. So all regional languages we are considering. And let me also emphasize, if the child coming from a regional language and appears to be topper in the state level, for him or her, we are committed to conduct the examination, even in the state level, in the regional language. Even if that child reaches to the national, we are committed to conduct the exam in the regional language because we want to really bring real talent of our country. The language should not be barrier for such bright talent because ultimately it's going to serve for our nation.
Sir, and if you could just highlight some of the points about the study material that's been provided and how the students should prepare. If you could just let us know about that too.
Definitely. See, as I said, as far as the evaluation pattern is concerned, about 40% of the syllabus is given by we as an organizer. Out of that 40%, 20% is reserved for Indian contribution to science from ancient to modern period, as I was emphasizing in the initial of my speech. And that book is about 170 pages. And in that book also, there are certain chapters reserved for the junior class for class 6 to 8 and senior class for 9 to 11. There are segregation of certain chapters. Now, rest of the 20% is out of that 20%, 10% is reserved for the scientists that we project for that particular academic year. So 10% of the questions are going to come from Venkatesh Bapuji Ketkal's biography, wherein how he has learned the astronomy from his childhood to the time where his recognition was being well known across the globe. And left out 10% is about what the subject that he has worked on, that is Indian Almanac System, and that is how the 40% contribution will be there. So every child is going to get 30 minutes to solve 40 questions out of 100 to complete in a section 1. Now left out 60% of that. Out of 60%, 50% questions are going to come from their mathematics and science textbooks that they are studying. And the syllabus, standard syllabus that we follow is a NCERT syllabus from maths and science textbook of each and every child from their class. And remaining 10% is about the logic and reasoning, which has always been considered of any exam where the competition is being part and parcel of this. So this is how the distribution of syllabus is there. And it is compulsory that first 30 minutes that they have to achieve 20 correct answers. That means 50% of the 40 questions has to be achieved. Then only their section B is going to be evaluated. But I consider in this open book examination scenario, I am pretty sure that students are going to not only read, but they are going to learn about this by doing this, attempting to this Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan and knowing about the legacy of science.
Okay, so just one more question. Given that now, due to the pandemic, students will be taking this exam from home. So what exactly is the school's role over here? How are the schools to engage this kind of participation? What is it that you expect
Very good question, rather, Vinita ji. See, though we have said that Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan is open book exam and individual students can register, but we are still no, open for the registration from the school. Only thing is that right now, since the schools are not having the children in their classes or in their premises, in the infrastructural premises, so we even cannot request the school to do some kind of a gathering and communicate about this information. But I can tell you, as we are aware, and the present situation also, most of the schools are conducting their kind of a syllabus or the classes through the electronic platform. So we requested, urged all schools to communicate about this registration process, and in the process, the school, role of role of the school is minimized, but does not mean that we have neglected. In fact, let me add one more point in this. If this child is registering for this Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan, we are asking the child to write the name of the school. So at one particular point of time, all the children are going to be clubbed in a particular school, and that school will be informed that these many students have registered from your school, and then again the relation between the school and Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan will be in the place, and we will process with whatsoever the procedure that we had for these school to Vidyarthi Vigyan relations. But only thing is that school can this year, if they are in a position, we are always welcome. But if they are not in a position to do the collective kind of scenario, we request all of this teacher community to spread the information of Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan through their online classes, through whatsoever the mechanism the school has, so that they can register on the web portal.
And what will be the registration process if it is from the parent side or from the school side, sir?
Yeah, it's absolutely very user friendly. They can simply log on to vvm.org.in. If the school would like to go for the registration, there is a registration available for the school as well. School has to identify, nominate one teacher or principal as a coordinator of that school, and then the teacher can collect the name of the students. They can even do online registration one by one, in a bunches, in group also, and they can nominal fees of rupees that way 100 need to be paid per student. And I mean, to be frankly speaking, the fee structure is very, very minimum, because the whole organization of Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan is to take the science to the people, and not at all any other aspect of Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan. And of course, individual students can also go through the website. And let me tell you, as far as the payment process is concerned, all the payment options are open, right from the Paytm, GPay, Google Pay, and of course all credit cards, debit card, every available kind of platforms are available. So they simply can go and log on. The whole process takes almost 2.5 minutes to register.
So there is a question that is coming from one of our viewers, that is Miss Navneet Kaur, and she has a doubt whether medical stream students without math, whether they can participate in the VVM for class 11.
Of course, yes. For medical students also, once they reach to the what we call it as a state level or maybe a national level, we do have a process, we do have a mechanism in place. Medical students will have a different kind of an option as compared to the what we call it as the engineering students or math students. So they should come forward and register themselves.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Thank you for extensively explaining the salient features of VVM. Our next prominent guest, the eminent guest with us, is Dr. Prashant Kotigde. Dr. Prashant obtained his BSc degree and MSc degree from Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Aurangabad. Subsequent to his master's in microbiology, he joined Wokhart Research Center, Aurangabad, and worked on the process development of recombinant therapeutics. He completed his PhD in 2007 in biotechnology from the Indian Institute of Technology, Mumbai. He received his postdoctoral training at the Department of Molecular Genetics and Cell biology at the University of Chicago, USA. During his postdoctoral training at the University of Chicago, he received the International Postdoctoral Fellowship Award from the Lady Tata Memorial Trust, UK, that is awarded for cutting edge research in leukemia and related areas in 2008. Subsequently, in 2009, he received another very prestigious Arlington Institute's postdoctoral fellowship from the Cancer Research Institute, USA, which is awarded to only 16 fellows in the United States every year for work in immunology and cancer immunology. Dr. Prashant returned to India in 2012 and as a Ramanuj Fellow and continued with IIT Indore. He served as the head Department of Bioscience and Medical Engineering at IIT Indore during 2013 to 2016. He is associated with Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan since 2013 and currently a core committee member of VVM 2020-21. Dr. Prashant's ongoing research is broadly in the area of molecular immunology and molecular biology, especially focusing on immunoglobulin gene regulation and understanding the molecular basis of somatic hypermutation of immunoglobulin gene. I'm sorry, sir, if I mispronounce few of it. I now open the forum to Dr. Prashant. Dr. Prashant, who is the science experiment project in charge. I request you to enlighten us about the different levels of experiments that students will be engaged in.
Thank you very much, Vinitaji. It's my pleasure to be here, an honor indeed. Just to brief about the philosophy behind this mega nationwide experiment is that most of us, we have a complaint that the current education system which we are adopting is just testing memory of a student, but it's not able to promote the scientific or rational thinking or logical reasoning. These are the limitations. Maybe the new education policy or national education policy will take care of it. But VVM since last so many years have tried to make sure that the students who are participating in VVM, they make some observation skills, scientific mindset is also developed. They are also getting some analytical thinking. But these options are available to students only at the state level camp and national level camp. The first stage of VVM, which is at the school level, that's app-based exam. Like any other Olympiad exam, it's an MCQ-based exam. And we thought that why can't we open the first stage of VVM to our students where they can be a part of a pan-India mega experiment, which is probably the first ever experiment conducted in India. So while we were discussing about what could be the theme for this year's experiment, we realized that this ongoing COVID-19 pandemic is bringing some challenges. So we thought of having the experiment which can be done without student going to their schools or labs, and they can do it while they are sitting at the home. So in this particular novel endeavor of VVM, students are going to do an experiment based on the food habits, their nutritional values, how it is related to their physical and mental health, as well as going a step further, how our food habits are connected to the environmental impact of our food choices. So in short, we wish to enlighten our students and ask them to understand relationship between food, health, as well as environment.
Thank you for that introduction, sir. And there are a few questions your way, of course. So this time we've taken up, like Dr. Radvind has also told us, we have taken up Venkatesh Bapuji Ketkar as one of the scientists. And yes, we've not, it's not one of the most well-known, not everybody knows so much. So why specifically this particular personality was picked up, sir? If you could just enlighten us about it.
The beauty about VVM exam is that a significant portion of VVM syllabus is based on India's contribution to science, ancient to modern. Dr. Ranade has mentioned why it is there, and Jayanji has also elaborated on that. So when we say that India's glorious past, since centuries, since many decades, from Kanad to Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, have contributed immensely to the science. Most of our students, they study the regular syllabus where these contributions are not highlighted and the justice is not given to contributions made by these eminent personalities. And just to make sure that our students, young generations, get motivated, they get inspired by the work done by Indian scientists, how they came up with whatever contribution they have done. There were limited resources with them, and still they were able to make an impact. And by that, our students should get motivated. With that theme, every year VVM will chooses one or two scientists, and we have a curriculum about their biography, there's some background and their contributions. So we have in past taken several different scientists, and this year we have choose Venkatesh Bapuji Ketkar. He was a school teacher, and despite being a school teacher, kind of research and contributions he has made in the area of measurements, mathematical measurements and calculation are tremendous. So a new book is written by a team of Vigyan Bharati volunteers. This is probably the first book which is published by Vigyan Bharati, which will be available. And it's a wonderful book where our students and their parents are encouraged to read and get inspired and motivated by work of Venkatesh Bapuji Ketkar.
Okay, sir, thank you. And we have a question by Ms. Sunita Raji. She wants to know whether there will be any session that will be conducted with the students, to inspire them. So is there any such in the pipeline? If you could just let us know.
At different stages of exam, at state level camp, national level camp, and the winners of national level camp, they are engaged at different levels. Some of them, they are also taken to national labs. There's a mentorship program in place where these students are engaged. And yes, definitely, Vigyan Bharati is currently conducting several different talks, and these are available online on our Vigyan Bharati website. It's also there on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. So all these are wonderful talks, eminent personalities, not only in India, but from abroad. People from Europe and US are also participating in these series. And I use this platform to encourage all those viewers and their kids to please attend the seminar series, online seminar series, which is going on during this COVID-19 pandemic period.
So there was another question that popped up which asked whether there are old question papers that are available online for the students to refer. So I believe that's again one of the questions that just popped up.
I'll have to check whether with our team whether that is available or not. But that can be made available. It's not a big deal for us, so that student can understand the articulation of the questions and the format. But just to add, and what Dr. Ranade has mentioned, that the beauty about VVM is that we conduct mock test, and mock test will give a feel to these students about how exactly the VVM app platform is, what kind of questions they'll come, and the nervousness of an exam, which is typically there with students, with that mock test, if they participate in that, that will be very helpful for them.
And is there any, are there going to be any classes conducted? I believe that's again one of the questions that have popped up from the viewers. Like you mentioned, there is a lot of talks and everything online, but will there be any classes conducted for the same?
The syllabus is very simple, which is their regular syllabus. There are only 2 streams, junior and senior, 6th, 7th, and 8th. They are in the junior group, and 9th, 10th, and 11th are in. So if these students, they study their regular study material, NCERT books or any other board book, that is more than sufficient to take care of section 2. For section 1, as Dr. Ranare mentioned, that it comes from India's contribution to science and one particular eminent personality, and this year's scientist is Venkatesh Bapuji Ketkar. These study materials are made available onto the BBM website. So these are the PDF files. Students can download these, they can read from this, and questions will come only from that. Now, section 2 also has 10% of logic and reasoning section. Now, there is no syllabus for that, and we keep it open where students should learn from the general knowledge and then attempt these 10% questions.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Classes is more than sufficient, and if they study well, that is probably enough for them to attempt this particular exam.
Perfect. I think that answers the question. Sir, coming to the experiment per se, the nationwide experiment that will be conducted. Now, whenever we say experiment and whenever we speak about science, it's always associated with some sort of a lab work, right? So now with the closure of schools, of course, Dr. Arvind has spoken about it, but we'd like to have a little bit more insight on if there is any kind of a lab activity, how do you propose to conduct that virtually? And, how can we contribute and what is it that the child has to do for it?
Yes. Thank you, Vinitaji, for asking this. Maybe this was one question which will come up to many of the parents as well as teachers, that if students have compelled to stay in the house, classes are happening online, they are not able to go to their schools and access classrooms or lab, how to participate in an experiment. Realizing that, we decided to have this particular experiment where students will make observations, they'll categorize their own observations and data they have collected, and they'll make some analysis based on their data, and they're going to write a short paragraph, less than 100 words. And all that can happen without going outside. The reason why we choose food habit is that everybody will have their meals in home and they know what they are eating. So the food which we eat has a tremendous impact on our health, physical health as well as mental health. So these are really small measurements. So students will understand how to do these measurements. They'll also understand to do some basic calculations. They'll also know how to do and categorize their own observations, make some analysis about their own observation and analysis, and they will have opportunity to convey their views, whatever they have thought about, whatever analysis they have performed, that will be also conveyed based on this app-based experiment which we are planning to do.
Sir, I'm just breaking a little bit over here. So there was a question about whether the study material will be provided on online. So that I think Sir has both, they have mentioned that, yes, the VVM website would have the materials, right, Sir?
Yes. India's contribution to science, the PDF file is there on the VVM website. And the book, biography of Venkatesh Bapuji Ketkar and his contribution, that book is also available on the VVM website. So these are PDF files. Students can download and read from those books.
Another question that's come our way is that when will the mock tests be conducted? You mentioned about the mock test, right? So when will the mock tests be conducted? If you could just let us know.
Those students who have registered for the VVM, we have their database, and the brochure which is there on the VVM website, that also has the schedule of mock test. So my sincere request to all the viewers is that best source to get all the authentic information is our website, that is vvm.org.in, where the schedule for registration, schedule for the mock test, and the schedule for 3 different stages. The stage 1, which is coming up soon, and there are 2 more stages which happens at state level as well as national level, is available on our website.
One more question your way. You've spoken about how and what the experiment is going to be about, and how does this participation in this experiment overall, apart from, of course, the takeaway of gaining the knowledge, how does it help the student? Like along the lines, what can he actually benefit? How can he benefit from?
A healthy diet is the most effective tool to fight diseases. But all of us, we have realized that our modern lifestyle has altered our food habits. And there are 2 different regions in India where maybe the metro people, where they have adopted a different lifestyle and food habits, which is responsible for overweight kids and obesity in them at early stages. And there is another India, maybe the rural India or tribal India, where malnutrition or access to hygienic food is a problem. Both these issues are creating a problem for physical and mental health of our students. These are the young kids. These are the future of our country. And their physical and mental health is very, very important for us. So our choices of food and lifestyles are closely related to our physical and mental health. And we want to have this as one of the objectives, that to spread awareness about our relationship between food habits as well as health. But going a step further, we want to also spread awareness about the current environmental challenges. If we are eating a food, where is this food coming from? And there is a concept called as food miles, how much our food is traveling. And as our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji is emphasizing that we should be vocal for local, can we change our choices in such a way that we adopt the local food versus the food which has traveled several thousand kilometers, where the carbon emission because of the transport of these food items can be reduced, or if some region is probably need a particular food items, efforts can be made to grow it locally. So all these particular dimensions are probably going to come up in this. And as Dr. Ranade mentioned, that VVM was launched on August 1st, and our Honorable Minister of Science and Technology, Dr. Harshvardhan, he was there for that event. Dr. Harshvardhan also holds a charge of Health Ministry. And he was very happy to know about this mega science experiment. And we are working on 2 different dimensions. We are working on the science dimension as well as health dimension. And he is holding both these portfolios, that we are able to bring some awareness about food habits and its relationship with the physical and mental health of our young students. So those students who are going to participate in this mega national wide experiment, they are going to learn about making observation, making measurements, categorization, tabulation, developing analytical thinking, analysis skills, as well as conceptualizing and telling about what exactly the whole process of from the 3 different stages of experiment which we are going to conduct is a learning exercise for them.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. And So there is such a this experiment, of course, is going to generate such a huge database, right? So what is the plan for such database that VVM has kept in mind regarding that?
Indeed, this exercise will generate a lot of interesting data. Uh, we plan to use this data and apply the machine learning algorithms and try to identify some patterns which are going to come from them. So our colleagues from IIT Indore and different institutes, where we will use the collaborative approach between different disciplines of science and engineering and try to understand whether there are any patterns, whether this data is speaking something, whether there is any difference between two different genders, whether there is any difference between different corners of India, urban and semi-urban, metro, non-metro, South India, West India, East India, Central India. So that all kind of categorization, we are planning to do it. And then the complete outcome of this experiment, its objective, its finding, its impact on the national scenario, it will be shared with the concerned institutions in the government agencies, with the policymakers. So this can also become a national resource. This useful data can be used for making future plan of actions for state government as well as center government. So I don't know whether such a big mega exercise have been ever created, where most likely participation from every district of India and a representation from those districts, from Andaman Nicobar to the Leh Ladakh, will be there in such an experiment. So it's going to be a really useful resource, and it's going to speak a lot of interesting information which can be used by different agencies.
Definitely, I think, sir, this will be the first of its kind, and kudos to all of you who are a part of this. Sir, what about the results of the nationwide experiment? Will it be shared with the students? And if it is going to be shared, how and when will it be shared?
Yes, finding of this experiment will be published on the VVM website, and students will know where they stand vis-a-vis the larger picture which is going to come up with this mega experiment. In addition to just publishing it on the website, these findings will be also shared during our national camp of Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan that will happen sometime in 2021.
Okay. And just before we just wind up, sir, could you kindly highlight the method of the science experiment for the ones who have joined in a little later?
This experiment will be performed in 3 stages. It's a simple stages which can be performed at their home. So students are supposed to make documentation of what is their first meal of the day. So if they're taking the breakfast or directly they're going to have a big meal, so their first big meal, they're going to document what they are eating for 5 to 7 days. We will confirm that whether it is 5 days or 7 days. And that's initial data is just based on that. What are you going to eat in that particular 1 week's period? Now that's going to happen sometime after our registrations are over, so that all the students get opportunity to become part of this experiment. So this will happen most likely into October. And October, as all of us know, it's a festival time. And being a festival time, we change our food habits. So we'll also know whether we are in or not. So this 1 week period is for that stage 1. And then subsequently, stage 2 and stage 3 information will be shared with the students. Again, they'll receive an email or a SMS from our server, and they will know what are the next step they're going to do. In stage 2 and stage 3, they're going to do some analysis, categorization, some measurements, and they're going to write a brief write-up, less than 100 words, about what they have learned in that particular stage.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for taking us through the entire method once again, and thank you for contributing for today's event. I think, Dr. Arvind, maybe these 2 questions could be for you. There were 2 questions that popped up where viewers wanted to know whether they could participate or register for VVM right now. Is it possible, like after the show? So if
Very
you could just
true.
answer that.
Definitely. Our registration is open since 1st of August. So any movement 24 by 7, the website is accessible. And as I said, no, the process is very easy. It just take about 2.5 minutes to register. All the required information need to be, filled, and that's easy to, fill as well. So registration is open, and they can definitely go with. In fact, I will wait for your second question, but there is one more point just I would like to emphasize.
Yes, sir. No, the question was basically that only, whether they can register now and whether they can participate now. Yeah. Two
I was,
questions at all. Yeah.
I was looking at one more question which was coming onto the screen where it was asked like when the national camp of 2019-20 will be conducted. So I just would like to mention the present situation is being known to every man or every citizen of the country, unless and until government doesn't revoke the present kind of guidelines or doesn't allow anyone to have a gathering. We are not in a position to say anything when are we going to have this national camp. But yes, we are very much aware about it, and as soon as these guidelines will be issued by the government of India, our senior authorities and the decision maker will take this cognizance of these guidelines, and we will certainly announce on our website what is the mode mechanism and when are we going to conduct the national camp of 2019-20. However, all the states camp we have conducted for 19-20 as well.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. So that I believe most of the questions have also been answered, and our stipulated time is done. But before we end, Jayanti, I would like to ask you one question. Now we are starting with the mega experiment, and will it be continuing with VVM henceforth?
Hello, just there was some kind of disturbance in your voice, so I could not
Jayanti,
listen
I'll
to
repeat
it.
myself. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, sir. Now, will the mega experiment that has now been initiated by VVM, will it continue for the later years, or is it just a one-off experiment that you're looking at now, or will it be an annual thing, or you will take a break and then do that again?
No, this will be a regular feature of Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan from this year onwards. Actually, we were interested in assessing students through their experiments. How do they do experiment? What kind of observational skills do, and how they analyze the situation, and how they conclude. What kind of conclusions they can have out of it. So that is how we were thinking of inculcating scientific temper in them. So we thought that we used to do it for a selected lot of students, for means those who get selected for our state level examination and national level examination. So this year we thought that we need to extend this kind of assessment to everyone who is participating in this Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan. So that is why we have this idea of conducting mega nationwide science experiment where everyone, all participants will be a part of it, and we are going to continue this every year. So this year onwards, this will be a regular feature of Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan.
That's, I believe, a very good news for everyone who actively participates in this. And we'd like to thank you, sir, again once again. And before we conclude our session, I would like to ask each one of you if there is a line or something that you would like to say to encourage our children and the teaching fraternity and the schools. Then could you please, we'll start with Jayan, sir. Anything that you would like to say, any message that you would like to give to the students?
Yes, one, I would like to give two kind of messages. One is that self-reliance is possible in only when all of us will have great self-confidence in us about our own country. That is the first message of Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan. And second is this examination, National Talent Search Examination, Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan teaches every student how to learn something. So that is the basic part of our education. We need to learn on our own how to learn things. So this is what we are going to impart through this National Talent Search Examination. These are the two messages which Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan gives to everyone.
Thank you so much, sir. Self-reliance is something that we are definitely going to look at. I'd request next, Dr. Arvind, is there any message that you would like to give to the children there?
I think Jayanji has perfectly mentioned what are the objectives as well as what are the important highlights of Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan. I can just add on one more point in that. This Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan, as Jayanji said, it is to have a self-reliance. Having such kind of Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan will perhaps serve that. And in doing that, what is important to have a self-confidence, and in having that self-confidence will come only when we are proud of something about ourselves. And that pride will come when our youngsters know about what our country has a legacy of science and technology from ancient to modern period. And I consider that legacy is certainly going to give the confidence in the students. But in fact, more beyond that, we also urge all the parents also to please read our study material, because though it is in study material for the students to give the exam, but beyond that, all our citizens also must know that what the country we are living in and how much pride we all should be. So that pride will come when we read those material. And in fact, this is the only organization who is trying to bring, especially with the targeted and those who are, as Prashantji was mentioned, either they have been neglected, either they have not been focused upon, or they have been sidelined kind of personalities of our country for some or the other reason. But we are there to bring such glory back to the country. So I request all the potential students, parents, every citizen to make use of this platform to enhance their knowledge, enhance their ability, and of course to show the bright talent our youngsters have with this Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan. This is the only message from our side. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Just one question popped up for you right now. Is there a deadline for registration? I'm sorry, I just had to interrupt.
Yeah, I think as I mentioned, in present situation, 30th September is the last date of registering in Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan. But there are 15 extra days we have kept from 1st of October to 15th of October with the late fees of rupees 120, wherein students can register themselves till 15th of October.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Now, I'd like to ask Dr. Prashant if he has a message, and what would his message be to all the students and parents out there?
I have exposure to student community. I have interacted with them a lot, and I have tremendous faith in the future of our country. These students have potential, humongous potential. They are the bright minds, and they are the future of India. VVM gives a unique opportunity and a platform for them to learn about India's contribution to science and India's heritage. And as Jayanji mentioned, that we need to have self-respect about our own country and contributions, so that we can have glorious India back again. That India will be made by our students, by their hard work and their efforts. I'm certain that those days are going to come back again with the efforts and contribution of our students in coming days. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. With that, we come to a conclusion. And of course, I cannot conclude a session without being immensely thankful to Jain sir and Arvind sir and Prashant sir for taking time out and answering all our questions so patiently, because we ended up asking the same question twice. So you have answered all our questions patiently. You have given us a complete lowdown on what VVM will be doing this year. And I hope that we've answered and we've reached out to as many audience as possible. And we've spread the message. And I request everybody to please go on to vvm.org.in and you will get all the information out there. So, with the final say, I would like to just conclude the panel session with all the points that our panelists, our extremely talented panelists have said, that we are looking at getting back the glory to our country. And the so-called Sone Ki Chidiya, we are going to go back to becoming the Sone Ki Chidiya with a lot of investment in our students. And VVM is providing the platform and the scientific temperament. And we want them to be self-reliant and bring back the pride to our country and make all those who came before us really proud of what our country can do. So with that, I thank you once again, everyone. And I thank the entire VVM fraternity for doing so much and for your contribution. And I hope you all have a great day. Stay home, stay safe. Jai Hind. Thank you so much.
Namaskar.